Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Thank you very much. Honorable Minister Chori Salik, Mr. Ijaz Dasar, Mr. Sabi Ikram, Mr. Samir Hayat, and Mr. Sirajuddin Aziz, and distinguished participants, very good morning. Assalamu alaikum. I'm most honored to be present here this morning among such a distinguished audience, and I'd like to commend this exceptional effort to assemble so many leaders, business leaders who have done so well in their respective fields. So I think the CEO Club has come a long way, and this summit itself is a testimony of the great work done by this organization. Bringing together corporate leaders is a very important event, because it not only shapes the thought process of the business community, but also provides opportunities for networking, for common outlook, for developing new frameworks and policies, and creating new opportunities. So beyond this event, the conference, there will be a lot going on along the sides where people will benefit from the presence of such a distinguished audience. I've been asked to talk a bit about building trust, and I think this is the theme that this conference has for this morning session. And I'll specifically speak in terms of the Special Investment Facilitation Council, which has been established by the government of Pakistan. It's almost there for 15 months now, and was brought in with specific purposes, and I'll give you a very quick rationale for establishing it and the business and the work that we do. In the spring of 23, things were very difficult. We were struggling to enter into a new fund program. The reserves were low, and there were very many challenges on the economic front. At that point in time, the national leadership got together to look at how we could do better, because the existing arrangements were not delivering the results. And we all know the issues. These issues have been confronting us for a long time. Policy volatility, lack of continuity, investor confidence, people could not repatriate their profits. That was affecting business sentiment. All of those issues were before us, and therefore the national leadership and all the sphere decided to establish a platform which could deliver and deliver on a fast track. Of course, the rest is history. You know that we went into the standby arrangement with the International Monetary Fund, the economy stabilized, and we continue to move in that direction, where now largely inflation is coming down. The policy rate will accordingly also, over the period of time, be adjusted, I'm sure, and the exchange rate is also being managed by the market and is largely stable. So that kind of stable macroeconomy, a policy continuity, and a roadmap to how things will emerge in the coming few months and years. Now, what does the Special Investment Facilitation Council do? A lot of people will talk about what investments have come in ever since it was established, and that's a fair question. But there's a lot of other works that we do, and that is important work because our governmental structures were mostly fragmented. They were working in compartments. The ministries at the federal level, they were not working as a cohesive whole. And then we have 3 tiers of government. We have the federal, the provincial, and the local government. And it was a nightmare for somebody from outside of Pakistan or from inside to work through this maze of plethora of bureaucracy, regulation, approvals, NOCs, and to deal with so many organizations. A number of steps on improving the regulatory environment, the investment climate were already under place, but to give them an empowered platform from where things could move quickly. The Special Investment Facilitation Council was established under law in May, June of 23. And what does it do? It brings together the elected leadership, both at the federal level and the provincial level. It brings together the civil service and also brings all the resources that we can gather from other institutions of the state. It brings together a whole of government approach to stability, to continuity, and to long-term economic growth. So the military is very much part, it backstops this Facilitation Council. And we also have the ability to harness their resources. For instance, in the mining sector, the investors need security. These are mostly in the far-flung area. And that kind of security is provided by the armed forces. We also benefit from their presence throughout the country. And they can coordinate and support the government in a very effective manner to deliver some difficult challenges, some difficult interventions that are required. Now, when we started off, as I said, the economic conditions were quite volatile, but there were behind the scene a lot of work going on. So if you see the exchange rate being stable today, work was done from the SIFC platform to make sure that the market works. The illegal activities were curbed down. Cross-border movement of currency was effectively forestalled. And that resulted in a market-based rate, which now the investors can understand and comprehend with confidence that how the markets will operate. So this kind of work was also going on in the background. So there are three broad categories of work which is investment related. One could be categorized as investment climate. The second pillar is investment promotion. And the third one is facilitation. So what you see at the outside, the SIFC does a lot of investment facilitation, but behind the scene it also does a lot of work on improving the investment climate. And it started also doing work on investment promotion. We're working very closely with our partners internationally, some friendly countries as well as now more and more private sector is stepping in. And they are seeking our platform to get things done. We're confident that you will see the results. Some are already there, but more will be visible in the times to come. And we continue to make that effort to ensure investors' confidence, rebuild their trust in the ability of the government of Pakistan to deliver, to maintain policy continuity, and to be fair to the investors. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm very pleased that this kind of new leadership is emerging in the business community. Traditionally, we had a few businesses which were largely a big manufacturing sector. But with this new revolution, the business leaders are in hundreds of thousands. And this is what is going to turn around the country. So I present to you also compliments from Lieutenant General Sarfraz Ahmed, who was invited as well. He's the national coordinator for SIFC. And I bring you compliments from our entire team. We are committed to supporting business community in Pakistan. Our doors are open to local investors, small or big. We are there to help them. We troubleshoot for them. It's not only a platform for big ticket items or international investments. We feverishly work towards helping businesses, whoever comes to us, and we try to respond. I'd like to thank the organizers for this unique opportunity to address such a distinguished gathering. It's been an absolute pleasure meeting some of you in the morning. I'll continue to look forward to more engagement. Thank you once again.